the Friday before, gosh, Snowmageddon 2.0 down here in the south. This past week we did get like 2-3 inches of ice, and to be honest with you, we haven't got much done. We didn't roll the wreckers out in the ice, that's just asking for it. A buddy of mine actually had one of his trucks got put in the ditch. He got out and everything, no one's hurt, everyone's safe. That was kind of sketchy though. However, finally got parts. Fuel pressure regulator, thank God. Only took a week. I'm gonna try to get this thing slammed in here. I'm gonna try to bleed all the air out of this thing that I can. I'm just gonna hop on it in the interest of bringing life to all 8 cylinders on this thing. So let's see what happens. All right, get y'all switched over to the magnet mount. You're sitting on top of the strut bar on the passenger side. Fuel pressure regulator goes right back in here, which I've already cleaned everything out. That's all it is. A little check ball inside, really light. Slam that in. Should go right in there. Or something like that. There it is. Slide right in the hole. Cool. Then we just got to put the cap on it. Which that'll go right there. Alright, now we just got to tighten up fuel lines. We're not going to kill it because I'm probably going to try to bleed it from there and from up here as well. So, yay. Alright, so that's all tightened up and everything. So basically what I'm going to do, I've got the key in the on position. I'm going to basically, like, the battery cable is off. I'll touch the negative cable off, run the fuel pumps, and we'll see if it's inside those 2 passenger side barrels. Alright, so this is what I'm looking at. We're going to hook the battery up, touch it off. All 4. Again, that's what we're hunting for. Sweet. Alright, so you see we got that thing firing all 4 barrels. Thank God. Next step is spark plugs. I actually did get the right ones. Talked to a buddy of mine who's in the racing world and he led me the right direction. I'm gonna gap and throw those in right quick and we'll go from there. Hopefully we won't have any issues. Alright, so number 1 plugs in. We're turning this thing over real quick and just make sure we don't hear anything goofy. The fuel pumps are disconnected so it won't fire up in case there is something wrong. We won't hear, it won't fire up and create a lot of issues. I'm just going to hit the key right quick. It's more of a listening thing than anything else, so here we go. Sounded pretty good to me. I didn't hear anything crazy. Constant rhythm, cranking rhythm, whatever you want to call it. So I'll pull that plug back out, check it, make sure it didn't goof anything up. And then we'll gap it, which is kind of a lost thing, but this particular distributor, seeing as it's a 50,000 volt distributor, requires, I think, a 55,000 plug gap or something. I'll have to reread the paperwork. But I'm going to go ahead and pull that plug out real quick and see what she looks like. Success. Nope. Didn't knock it, didn't shut it. So, sweet. Alright, spark plug's done. Yay. I did go ahead and give it a quick test fire. That sniper system's not acting right. I'm going to have to put another IAC in it. So I'm going to the parts store, get an IAC, throw it in right quick. And funny enough, the Sniper 1 takes an idle air IAC motor from a 92 to 03 Dodge truck with a 5.2 or a 5.9. But the main reason I'm replacing it is, and I'll throw a screenshot real quick. So if you look at the numbers, I got throttle position at 0, and I have IAC position at 0, and it will not go under, about 1,000 RPM. So I got to figure that out. Let's say get a new IAC in there and program it, or learn, make the sniper learn where its position is. So yay, I'm gonna do that. Once again, give it a quick test fire and see what that yields. All right, so IAC's in, it's idling where it should. I got that all tuned in. Sweet, she's idling about 650 now where she should. I'm gonna wait for Ray to come here and crack this thing off and give her a feel. And then later on I'll break the cam in. So we shall return momentarily.
So the trick is, left foot on the step, reach up and grab the bar and pull.
Yes, that is the trick. So anyway, after much goofiness and messing around and replacing parts,
Lots of parts.
we're gonna finally kick this thing and see what it sounds like. Don't touch the throttle, just turn the key. I told you. Listen to that. She sounds right. Oh yeah. Yes, listen to that. You mean?
A little bit of low. A little bit.
Alright, so with all that being said, she finally runs. You all got to see it. You hear the wrecker running in the background. As a matter of fact, Ray's wrecker's here. We got some calls to go do. We want to show you that right quick. What say you? Alright, so I'll be honest with you, it's been a couple days. Sorry, my fur missile. Look at my hair. He ain't gone. Anyway, so it's been a couple days. We did get the cam broke in. I did that a day or two ago. I can't remember now. But anyway, so that all went smooth. I was going to bore you with 1,500, 2,500 revenue up and down for a half hour. We didn't have any real cooling issues with that. Thermostat is a little sticky. I'm going to replace it with a Michimoto. I swear by them. Yes, they're expensive, but it's like $70 a thermostat, $80, but they do work and they last forever. So, the only issue we ran across was this. As you can see, the inner fender kind of got a little melty. And it kind of melted the heater box a little bit too, that number 4 header back over there. During the cam break-in. Other than that, everything went smooth. Call that a win. So yeah, oil stayed where it should, the coolant stayed where it should. I finally got all the air bubbles out of the goofy thing. That actually took a while. So, I think we're going to wrap this one up. It's been crazy here with the snowstorms. I did try to get a couple of videos, but it didn't work out too well. I think it got too cold for the recording device here, and it just said, mm-mm. So, I got half of a recovery. It wasn't even that good. It wasn't even the good half. But basically, my buddy got his wrecker stuck. I had to go help him. He'd do the same for us, so I went and helped him. But anyway, like I said, this one's going to be a little short. We just want to show you that, hey, this thing finally runs. I mean, that's a big win. And Ray, I know when you watch this, appreciate everything, bud. When for you, this wouldn't have happened. So I give credit where it's due. Also, Friday was Ray's birthday, so everyone make sure to wish him a happy birthday in the comments. That'd be cool. But until then, Gonna go goof off and try to relax a little bit because it's been crazy. The like, share, subscribe thing would help us out greatly. We really appreciate it. Everyone's watching. Thank you. Little notification bell thing. Give it a smack. That'd be great. That'd be like super awesome. But anyway, until our next video, hopefully next week, we'll see what happens. We'll see you then.